Hi again then guys, and so no sooner do I finish recording Beards and Cars for today's episode, and this drops on Kaz's Twitter. Now, according to his Twitter, and also according to Porsche, both line up to say that this particular update with 5 cars is going to be dropping in the coming week. According to Porsche, before the 28th, according to Kaz, a more vague next week. So we know it's coming very soon, and unlike most months, this one isn't quite as mysterious, because of course these 5 cars were already leaked. We do not know if a track is coming. You could safely assume it probably will, but as far as I know, we haven't really had any rumours as far as that goes. But that's nothing new. We don't tend to get that kind of rumour leaked. But we will work, of course, top to bottom, left to right as usual. So starting off in the top left, we have the Honda Fit Hybrid. Arguably the ultimate car of the pack, probably the best car of the whole game, maybe even of the entire Gran Turismo franchise so far. Doubtless it will break records all over the place. So that's a pretty cool one. Next one is, of course, the Audi TT Quattro, but the first generation 3.2 litre version, not the newer one. And again, it's going to be a very useful car. As I mentioned back when this first leaked, I reckon it will be a pretty good N200 car, maybe even N300 as well, depending on how good it compares. Because, of course, you've got stuff like Porsche GT3s at that level, so it's pretty competitive. Next up, though, is, of course, the actual most important car of the pack, a car which I've wanted in Gran Turismo, and many of you have as well for some time, the Porsche 962. Now, it would appear from the silhouette that this is not the long tail, which I must say is the only disappointment I have about this, because we didn't actually see the 962 before, we just saw that its name was in the game, and then they quickly removed it, and of course, if you watch my video for that, you already know that. That's kind of disappointing to me. I was hoping it would be the more iconic long tail, but the fact that it is still the short tail, that's fine. It's still going to be a fantastic car. It's a debut for the car in the series, and of course, finally putting a 962 up against a 787B, a Sauber C9, an R92CP in the world of Gran Turismo is going to be very, very cool. I'm very interested to see just what this car is going to be capable of. Based on the Porsches that are already in the game, I'm inclined to think it's probably going to be capable of quite a lot. Next up, of course, we have another more speciality classic, again a confirmed one, the Renault R8 Gordini. Kind of a fusion of classic and rally in terms of its usability. It was never one of my favourites or even one of my go-to cars in the previous game, but it's interesting. It's a little more quirky, the drivetrain layout is a little bit different, a little bit kind of like a French Porsche in some ways, but that one's going to be interesting to see how it compares, and also maybe take it off-road, see what it can do. And last but definitely not least, the only car in the pack which some people have been anticipating even more than the Porsche is the AE86. Of course, bringing back the iconic Toyota AE86 Sprinter Truno. So, although it's only 5 cars, at least 2 of them are very cool, the Porsche and the Truno. As far as the rest, yeah, you'll have people swinging either way as far as whether or not they like them, but that's always the way with these packs, and to be honest, that's the way I like it. I like the packs to be varied, some classics, some racing, maybe some muscle, some sports cars, but again, it is a 5-car pack, similar to last month, so will we see a repeat of what happened with 2 smaller packs coming out? Again, that's not necessarily a bad strategy. It keeps people coming back to the game more regularly, so that could be advisable from a business point of view, but maybe that's just a coincidence. We'll have to wait and see, but of course, stick around on this channel. I'll be breaking down the whole pack on the day of its release. I'll be reviewing all of the cars, tuning all of the cars, and you can bet your backside I'm going to be comparing the Porsche in some rivals matches to our existing Group C cars. But that's it for this confirmation. Of course, we hope to see the trailer, usually the night before the update, and I'll cover that if it's not too early in the morning. So, of course, I'll see you then. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.